So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. Now the snow's certainly coming down as we get things teed up here in Chicago. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And the snow hampering their ground game here as he slowed up just a yard on that run. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Looking from the gun, Williams. Secured by Burden on a slant. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
That's a gain.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Running for it, it's Swift. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first. New set of downs for him from the 31.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. 1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Williams from the gun. And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Here I am flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
4th down, Williams. Big strike here to Moore. That's got a 20-yard hit on 4th down, Brock. That keeps this drive moving.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
And they cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's incomplete on 2nd down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
And 3 yards to go.
Here's Williams. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Just couldn't find Romadunze there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Has him on a quick hitter. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
32, 30.
On 4th down, it's Williams. Has his man caught by Odunze. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Manengai will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Now we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Soldier Field after this. They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal. Running with Swift out of the gun. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. All right, got to get 4 here, Brock, or they're going to have a tough decision to make on this opening drive.
It's now
3rd and goal. It's Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying getting it to Colston Loveland. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal. A 21.
Santos' kick is good. And all the way into the 2nd quarter, our opening drive ends in 3.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. First tone of the game for James Cook. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Play action now with Allen.
At the 35-yard line.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Allen on 3rd down. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Dude, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
All right, here's one of our game's first big risks. The offense lining up to go for it on their own side. They will go. It's Allen. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's 16 yards on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard
Looking inside the red zone. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Roma Dunze, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Bears decide to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Timeout Chicago. It uses its seconds.
For the Bears field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for them.
You know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Only 10 seconds remaining here, so first and 10 may be our last snap of the half. He'll throw it. He throws a bullet to the center. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get their first points of this game just before halftime.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. He's got the squiver. It's all down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he comes through big here, 9 yards, it's second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense. They're the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bills have a first down. New set of downs from 37. First down, and they go right back to it. And he charges through the snow for a gain of 4. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be second and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Putting a receiver in motion. Another one for Cook. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be second and 9. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Caught in right side by Kincaid. And he'll go down here at the 16.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Brought in. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal. Fullback trying to power it across. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Bills grow the lead to 7. If there's an argument for continuing to rely on the fullback, Brock, it is plays just like that that remind us. They're pretty good at barreling in for touchdowns when they're given the chance.
And you know the greatest fullback name ever? Maybe you need to name your son Sam Gash. Because that dude, when I think fullback, I think Sam Gash just gashing people for touchdowns.
Now Prater on to send it away. Power squib kick is taken in. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. He'll work against the blitz. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
He was brought down by Madden. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw it. That's caught for the 1st. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
15 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down.
Williams to throw on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Williams off the play fake. He's trying to push the field. This is brought in at the 15. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were. The QB just nailed it.
Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and
Williams from the gun. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears trail by 8. 5th DB out there now. Big rep for this defense on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tre'Davious White.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. You got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. This is Cook on the handoff. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Well, still throwing, and this is intercepted. That is Kyler Gordon.
Allen's pass intercepted.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
That's good for a Bears.
First and goal, Swift. And that carry only nets one on the plunge up the gut. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
A pickup of 2.
Setting up to pass. And it's caught. Gets a touchdown in the final minutes. And a 2-point play could force overtime. So there's part one, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime.
And he's in for the 2-point conversion. And near the tail end of this game, we are all tied up. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up first and 10. He'll look to throw it. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it's second down coming up.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Hits his running back. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
And the Bills first down.
They've got a man in motion. On first down, Allen. Finds his man, it's Keon Coleman. And he gets out of bounds, gets him the first down as well, and moved them into field goal range.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Here's a give to Cook. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. Second down coming up.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. So now it all comes down to Matt Prater. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's second and inches. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime.
Raiders set to kick off.
From the jaws of defeat, they snatch this game away. And now we're off in overtime to decide it. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. It's complete. Cole Kmet. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Williams to throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
3rd down and 8.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Running behind center with Swift. And tough running as the elements continue offering up a challenge partner. He is only able to get back to the line there. Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Staying grounded with Swift. Rolling into enemy territory. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. As they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run, crossing that 1st down marker.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. A 6-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 1st down Bears. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. 1st down, Williams to throw. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he gets some decent yardage there before they send him out. Looks like about 6, so we've got 2nd and 4.
At the 18-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To the ground, it's Monungai. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
4 yards.
Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be unable to stop the clock again here in overtime. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. And he pulls it in. That's a touchdown and ends this game. Wow, just perfect execution there, Brock. Nailing the fade for 6.
Yeah, when it comes to the fade route, it really is all about timing. And as you said, the execution of it. You have to have the matchup first, but then you need to go connect. A great play.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Alert!
Now it's his turn in overtime. He's got it deep downfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
36-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 29.
Go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the red zone now. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills cut it to a low point on the scoreboard. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Now Allen will lead his guys up to the line to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. So Soldier Field sees another win for the Bears. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.